Okay, I think it says I'm live. I got my binding over here, and I'd have been on time if I hadn't decided I wanted some dessert. I got out of the shower, took a shower before I sat down here. My hair is still wet, but it cooled me off a little bit. Let's see. Let me read some comments right quick. Linda's been missing because of work. Maybe after that she can. Hey, Cheryl. How's Cheryl? Hello, Judy Johnston. Hello, Wayne, custom screen printing. Let me move that. I'm fixing to get my elbows in my pie. Don't want that. We don't want that, do we? Let me scroll down. I'll post the link here in just a little bit, so get it to move. Hello, Susan Munger and everybody in chat. Beverly M. I guess I see Mary Webb. Hello, Mary Webb. I'm going to read fast till I get to the end of the row. Yeah, I do too. I hope everyone is having a good evening. Let's see. Susan, my husband, cut up the Vidalia onions and the gherkin cucumbers so I can make homemade bread and butter pickles tomorrow. Susan, you're always busy canning. Always. Beverly's saying hi to Wayne. I'm going. Hello, Joanna. And Susan's going to teach her best friend, Doreen, how to make them this weekend. She keeps wanting them. You have to tell her to make her own. You can share one jar with her, Susan. All right. I'm going to keep going. Keep going down. I'm not going to, if I've already read your name, I'm not going to read it again until I get to the bottom, but I'm scrolling. Oh, there's Cheryl. Cheryl says, guess what, you gals? Rita's Sunday Drive quilt that I bought came today. She's doing the happy dance. Cheryl is just tickled to death with that quilt. Just tickled about it. Yeah, Cheryl made two, but she gave hers away and then took the one that I made. Didn't take it, but anyway, you know what I mean. Well, I feel blessed that you got it, Cheryl. And let's see, Susan says you're going to have to make Rita's chicken quilt. I love the ones with the bonnets on them, so darling and cute. I've got one of them started, but it got put back on the back burner, Susan, and I hadn't finished my bonnet one. I made the others, but not the bonnet ones. Yeah, it's on my working list, but I ain't got it done. And that I know that Lone Star quilt was pretty too, wasn't it? Let's see, I'm still going. Cheryl, buy a bolt of heat and bond. Yeah, you will. I ordered my first heat and bond. Well, I bought those little packages. Then I got a whole bolt of it from Amazon. What I did. Cheryl's made the Carpenter Star, but not a Lone Star. Hey, Bernice, how's Bernice tonight? I'm still not to the bottom of the list. Y'all have already read all these comments, and I'm still just getting here. Hello, Laura. Did I say Laura's name already? Don't know if I did or not. Let's see. Joanna is in the hurricane, isn't she? There's Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello, Donna Armstrong. I'm still going. There's a bunch of you guys in here. Am I there? No, I'm not there yet. I'm still going. Hello, Daisy Mae. Daisy Mae's listening on her way home. Let's see. Joanna says, Laura and Bernice, yes, it has so far. Just lots of rain and flood advisories for the low-lying areas. No wind yet. Tomorrow is supposed to be worse, but we are well supplied and on high ground. You need to live on high ground if it's a flood-prone area. Wayne saying hi to Daisy Mae. Y'all are saying hi to Daisy Mae. And Laura, we got mostly flooding on ground, but it's mostly dried up now. We're needing some rain here. It's dry here. Laura's in Florida, and she had lots of wind and floodings, but things returned to normal. Hey, Joy T, how are you tonight? I'm still reading down through here. All right, I'm gonna go a little faster. Hello, Gigi Quilt. How are you tonight? Welcome to this live stream. I don't think I even called it a hen party this tonight, but I guess it kind of is, ain't it? I see Gladys. Hello, Gladys and Ginger. And who? Oh, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Kathy's got their car from Utah and headed home. Don't know where she's at, but they got their car and headed home. Karen, the 2 babies and 4 grand. I'm almost there. When I get to the bottom, yes, I've been studying on labels, and yes, you sure can. That's what I'm gonna work on yours tonight, Ramona. And yeah, I'm thinking I need to put labels on all of them. I'm thinking that I should have been doing that for years, and I hadn't. So yes. Ramona, is anything special you wanted to say? And hello, Carol Dole. What'd you bring for everyone? You brought something. Is that ice cream? Carol brought us all something. Having a little difficulty making out what that is, but I bet it's good. Wayne's. Let's see. Donna's going to be lurking. Got to charge your phone again. Well, get it charged. I'm going to be here a while if I don't fall asleep while I bind on this quilt. I got to get. Am I there? Hello, Carol. Carol Rushow and Cal. We got 2 Carols in here to keep y'all straight. And yeah, they have lurk away. And Carol Rushow is waiting for Debbie to make landfall in South Carolina. Joy T said it didn't reach Charlotte yet. Cheryl, I'll do that. I can send it back to you a little later on. I'm going to get my embroidery machine to go in again and program it and embroider some of them labels is what I'm going to do. I say I will anyway. We'll see. Don't hold me to it. I have good intentions, but I don't get everything done I say I'm going to do. Pie, I do. I'm gonna eat my banana pudding cheesecake pie. Just a minute, I'm gonna get somebody up here to talk, and I'm gonna eat. Let's see, Beverly. We will be getting flash floods. Beverly's in the path of the Hurricane Debbie too. I will do it. And Ramona says, yay, I'll have to think. I do want your name on it. I like the label you made earlier. Well, my sister made that one, but I can make them if I put my mind to them, or either I'll get her to make me some more. So I have to give her credit for that one, Ramona. I'll tell you about that pie. We ate some of that pie dessert at lunch. And tonight, while Terry was eating his supper tonight, I went back and I took a shower. And when I come back up here, he had ate his supper, and there was a plate there because he went to the refrigerator and got the pie and served himself some pie. So that told me he liked it. If he wouldn't have liked it, he wouldn't have got it himself for sure. But he did. There was this little dirty plate where he'd had some of that pie just a little bit ago. Okay, what is your favorite pie, Joanna? I don't have a favorite pie. I don't have a favorite anything. I like just a little bit of everything. So I ain't got no favorites. Okay, I'm going to post a link now. Some of y'all that want to come up, get ready to come up, because I just wanted to read and welcome in my own voice before I brought guests up here. So get ready. Here comes the link. There's the link, and I'll go over to the YouTube side if I can, and I'll get it posted. Let me see. Let me get over to the YouTube and get it pinned. I'm trying. Give me a second to get there. That's muted. Get it. And now it's pinned there. Let's go back over here. All right. Get lost out there going to someplace else. Bernice, let's see. Oh boy, everybody stay safe. Yeah, that's what Joy T says. And Joanna told Carol either cherry or triple berry, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Bernice has been busy with Vacation Bible School and fall planting, but took a few minutes to stop in, wanted to say hi and check on everybody. Hadn't seen you in a few days, Bernice. You have been busy, but those kids at Vacation Bible School, have you had a big crowd? And like Mary says, click the like button for me, just cause. I don't like to beg people to subscribe to me or hit the like button, either one, but it's part of YouTube. I'm going to eat it in just a minute, Bernice. It's not my first piece today. Hello, Marilyn. Yeah, it's tough to pick the good things, ain't it? Carol loves blueberry and apple, but my mom made a wonderful cheese pie, pineapple cream cheese. Yeah, I make a pineapple cream cheese pie that's awful good. I bake it. And it's good. Cheryl is knitting an Afghan tonight while watching. Well, come up here on the screen and knit up here with me. I'm going to find my needle here in just a minute and work on this thing. Not this thing, this quilt. I don't mean it's just a thing, but that's going to be my job. So whoever wants to come up and read chat, I'm going to give me a bite. I'm going to take a bite. There's J. Mary. I guess so. I don't know where my sidekicks are. I know Kathy's on the road, and I don't know. Sheila hadn't been up in a long time, or Jackie. Been a little bit of mix up on a lot of things. Here comes. See, I ain't gonna have to be by myself. See, you play and I'll sing, okay?
Everybody has a rooster in the barn. He has one and she's eating her pie. I'm here to sing her song as she eats her pie on the side.
I'm going to say something. J. Mary said she invited Beverly. Beverly's been here before, J. Mary. She don't come often, but I hope she comes back and visits with us. And I've not heard from Francis lately, so I'm not sure how they are. All right. Sorry to interrupt you. Live entertainment. He needs to play the song I know so I can sing.
Ruth is enjoying her pie, thinking about the rooster in the barn. She named it after Terry, don't you know?
I'll eat my pie while you entertain them, okay?
How's everybody doing in the stream? She's eating her pie and enjoying the scene.
Good.
I was singing him on here, but I don't want to get the channel in trouble, so that's why I don't.
Okay, that's okay.
I only sing songs that are not copyrighted.
You see that one, Wayne?
Thank you.
Her husband's test came back no cancer.
That's good. Hallelujah.
Good. That's it. Hallelujah. That's right.
Praise the Lord. I was playing this guitar since 1983, so if I can sing with this instrument. I have a new equipment coming, so I'm not going to tell you what it is yet until it arrives. When I purchase it, I'll make a video, and you'll all be surprised what that equipment's going to be. I'm not going to tell you yet. It's going to be a surprise.
I think you already told us. Oh, look who's here. Miss Francis. Well, Francis, good to see you. Well, what's going on with you guys?
Oh, Lordy. Well, I went to see the neurosurgeon, and he don't want to do surgery until I try ablations in my neck. Then I called my doctor about the ablations, and they're saying that because I only got 40% last time I had it done last year, that the insurance wouldn't approve it again because it has to be 60 to 80%. So I don't know what's going to happen with my neck. John, he's still John. He's still having the same old.
He's not in the hospital now, though, is he? Is he home?
No, he's home. He just got a real bad infection and a UTI again. And his bladder's not emptying, and therefore it's pushing it up through the kidney, making the kidney swell because his bladder's not emptying. And so they had to catheterize him again. So it's just a really tiring. We're both just wore out.
I know you are. Mm-hmm.
And then I got to go back to the doctor again in the morning, but it's just for my regular doctor.
So you're not going to have to drive too far for the appointment or nothing?
No, thank goodness.
I'll keep you.
Because Monday I drove all the way to Raleigh, came home, and then a couple of hours later we had to drive all the way to Durham to take him to the VA, and then didn't get home till 3 o'clock the next morning.
I'll keep you in my prayers, Francis.
Thank you. I heard that song you were singing.
See, I don't sing anything hard.
And I heard the one Rita sang earlier too.
I sang today.
That was a good song. I like that.
I don't sing any copyrighted stuff on her channel, but I sing things made up. Hello, Francis. How are you tonight? I hope you're feeling better. 1983 I was playing this guitar for.
Yeah, that made me feel better already.
Well, we're playing this instrument. I'm a t-shirt screen printer, but that's another hobby I have. So and I don't build the hat press anymore. I'm not building that anymore. So it's too much of a pain in the neck building that thing. So I forget it. Too much work.
Are you going to get any of that hurricane, Francis? J. Mary's asking.
From what I understand, we're going to get a lot of the wind and rain tomorrow. We've already got 4 inches of rain.
Wow, that's a lot already.
Yeah. Johnny leaves tomorrow to go back. Not on the road. Well, he'll leave, but he's got to go to Charlotte, and he'll be there, and then he'll leave Sunday, John. Yeah. Sunday, going where he's got to go, the other place he's got to go.
Don, it was good. Y'all need to make you one. It's not hard to do. My dad liked to sing Swanee River. Wayne, do you know Swanee River?
Huh?
No, I don't sing copyright stuff on your chin. You might get a strike. No one get that happening, so I don't do that. So I don't sing copyrighted music on the chin because you might get yourself in trouble. You don't want that to happen. So that's why I don't do that.
My last bite. It's a big bite. Got a
Kathy really enjoyed herself, Rita.
We had fun.
Yeah, we talked and she enjoyed it.
Mhm. It was. I had fun. I enjoyed it.
John said we might not make it this year, but hopefully next year. Yeah, he's just not able to travel right now.
Yeah, y'all need to try my pie if you like the cream cheese stuff, because it's good. Joy T says she's gonna make it.
It does look good, Rita. You know.
Well, you
making
put the
a small
cream
mountain
cheese
out
in the
there.
Dream Whip.
Yeah, I mix up the little package of Dream Whip and then just mix it into the cream cheese.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit of sugar to sweeten it up. So it's simple.
Yeah. Mm.
See, Kathy, them just got to Colorado. She's going to be wore out, though, when she gets home. Kathy, you're going to be wore out when you get home.
Yes, she is. She definitely is.
Even if you're driving, taking your time, you're still going to be tired.
Even if she's not doing any of the driving, she'll still be tired.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sitting, driving. The driver's going to be tired, and the one that's sitting is going to be tired. Both of them are going to get exhausted.
Yeah. I'm gonna find my needle. I think I'm gonna move my plate though. I don't want to get it on my projects over here. Let me put my dirty plate up.
She did stop at some quilt shops. She stopped at Rita's.
She did, and she bought some stuff too.
Uh-huh.
Some pretty stuff. I got a box of stuff today. I'm not showed y'all yet. But which way am I going here?
That red backing is pretty.
Well, it's in the quilt. Well, you might have this same line of fabric, and I quilted that chicken on it because it was that sampler quilt we all was making together. That's what this one is.
That's pretty, that quilt.
And Ramona's asked for it, so when I get it done, I'm going to send it to Ramona.
Oh, sure.
My thread's awful short. It's not very long. Be careful not unthread that needle. Am I hearing the TV in the background?
You probably are. I thought I turned it down good.
Now we'll listen to the chat, all right? And let a little more ladies
You
come
hear
up
it now?
Well, just stay up there if you want to. You read chat. Wayne, you read chat.
Okay. Who's on panel? Just joined.
Oh, let me.
Mosley.
All right. Let me get. There's our names.
He hasn't been on for a while, has he?
Who's that?
Custom screen printing. I don't know his name, but
What's my name?
he hasn't been on for a while, has he?
A couple nights ago he came on, but
I haven't been. I haven't been.
And he does his own live streams just pretty often.
I just made a video today producing for sure. I haven't produced it yet. So. My name's Wayne there, Francis.
Okay, Wayne.
I know my first name. instead of calling it touch screen printing. So I'm the musician as well as a puppeteer for kids. I used to do that for the church years ago. And I transpose music and transposition it and sing it and write it and the hobby
And he's a preacher, so he just does lots of stuff.
Oh, he does everything then.
Oh,
I changed my name to my channel calling let me see what the name of the channel is now. Changed it now. Name, I'll tell you in a minute. I have a friend that preaches for me on there too. Steven just preaches for me too. I gotta help him.
I see Randy. Hey, Randy, come on up on the panel, Randy. If you're not busy tonight, are you parked someplace for the night? Jane says I should take pictures. I missed some of the comments. Take pictures of the quilts you made before selling them or giving them away. Well, I do take a few pictures and put on Facebook and stuff.
Hi, Carol and Doyle. How are you? Susan's Munger is asking you.
Let's see if I can get through.
He's parked in Florida, isn't it? The Georgia-Florida line?
Yes.
Last time I.
Ooh, I hope he's not in that. Are you in any of that bad weather?
Hello, guess who, Nancy? Parade of quilts so we can see what everybody's made. I don't know how many of them finished their sampler quilt.
I haven't.
And I haven't finished the swap yet either. So.
Me either.
We got home 12 hours later, printing doctors, get the results in the morning so we know what we are doing next. Thanks for all your prayers.
Wow, Nancy, guess who, Nancy? They've been going through some issues, haven't they? And I see Toodles 5. I missed her comment coming in, but hello, Toodles 5.
Guess who, Nancy? Hi, Joey. I'll keep an eye on your comments while you're doing your work there.
Okay, because I need to be looking down here at it because I do need to finish the work on this.
I'm sorry, Randy, that doesn't pay then, does it? I don't know what that means.
Well,
Randy, are you in the bad weather at all?
oh, his logo canceled. Oh no, that's not good.
Thank you, Susan.
Francis, did you ever have to put off your dental work? Janice, Martin.
No, I still next week I go to the dentist. Ugh.
And Ari Smith says no, Francis. That's what she said, Ari Smith.
He's doing pretty good. He still has his days that he has dizzy spells and all, but they've got him on some good antibiotics and what kind of other pill was that, John? No, I meant it was a bacteria pill or something, because he's getting a lot of infection out of the catheter. A lot of settlement and stuff. A lot of, I don't know. out of his kidneys and his bladder.
Lisa Mosley, Ari Smith, so sorry. Lisa Mosley, he says, Ari Smith, so sorry. And guess who, Nancy? Hi, Joanna. Read the comments for Rita, so people will know who's on.
Gold medal for the U.S.
Francis Howard Bradley and the one
Gold
who.
and bronze.
Susan Munger asked you, Francis Howard Bradley and the one who used to live with you.
She's doing good. She just completely, full-blown dementia.
Wow.
Hmm.
She doesn't know us when we go. The nurses will say, "You've got company," and she'll point us out to her, and then she'll smile and come and hug our neck. It's like I think she knows who we are, but she don't know who we are. If that
Oh.
makes any sense.
Okay. Let me see now. I just finished a bag of cheese doodles, Jody said. That's the news praying for
Were
you
they
both.
good? Were they good?
Very well. I can't barely hear you. Okay, Mary. Good evening. Maria Silva said good evening. Join us,
Hello,
Jenny.
Marie Silva.
Just finished a toasted English muffin. Hello, hi, Maria. Very well. And what's this other one? I just got it on the big screen, 65-inch screen, Susan said.
We made the big screen again.
Well, I got an 85-inch in here in my bedroom, but I don't dare put y'all on it because you'd see John and everybody.
I'm so sad, Francis said. She said, Susan said. Jody said, LOL, Joanna. Ari Smith said, Susan, I'm glad that I'm not on piano. I'm big enough, LOL.
I wished you would get up here so she could
And
see
Jody,
you.
yes, very good. Getting that watching the podcast.
Are you going to show us, John? Are you moving the camera?
Oh, okay. Hey, John.
Look, there's my baby. Well, you can't
I'm
see her.
waving. I'm
Look,
waving. Hi.
look. Come on, look.
Hey.
Look at
You-
him. Come on.
You
Look,
look-
Luna, look
you
at him.
look-
She won't do it.
Oh, you're
Our
funny.
new baby.
He looks as grumpy as Terry does sometimes.
He stays grumpy, he said.
Mm.
All right, Jody says, yes, good. Yes, very good. Getting Matt watching podcasts. Joanna Jennings, Jody, to be honest, a couple of
Mary
hours
Webb
ago.
says hi, John.
A nice bowl of homemade granola with milk. Mary Webb says, hi, John. Jody, I don't understand podcasts to get
I'm gonna
fat.
show 'em. There she is. She's laying
Oh.
crosswise her bed.
Yeah, that's right. You got the new doggy. We hadn't
Yeah.
seen it, but
She
one
won't
time.
turn her head this way. She won't turn her head this way. Luna.
Oh, you
Did she
puppy.
get
Luna.
more used, did
Luna.
she get more used to you?
She just don't come to us when we call her. But she's a French
Cute puppy.
bulldog.
Very well. Cute puppy. Jody says LMAO.
She's 4 months old.
Oh, okay. Cute.
Now you're gonna turn your head this way. But I tell you what, the other night she was so tired after I got back home from Nathan's house because they wanted me to bring her. This dog slept all night long, did not move.
Joanna Jennings, Francis. The new puppy is adorable.
It is. She is adorable. What did you call her? Luna? Did you call her
Luna.
Luna?
Luna. Well, the grandkids, Natalie and Parker named her.
Okay.
They went with me with me and John and their daddy to pick her up because it was one of Nathan's friends at work that had her.
Ari Smith says, Mary, I am cute too, but I don't have a wet nose.
Oh dear.
Joey, how fun. Mary Webb says, how is Trevor with the puppy?
There she is.
Oh, that's cute.
Cute. Yeah.
She's got the little pug nose. There's a whole picture of her, if you can see it. No, you can't see it.
No.
It changed.
Oh my, Randy, Cheryl Cruz. Oh my, Randy.
Now, there it
Oh,
is.
that's cute.
Oh, she is cute. She's adorable.
She's a mess.
Yeah.
She wants to be spoiled rotten, but she ain't gonna be.
How old is he? Like,
I think she said 4 months. Didn't you say?
Yeah, she's 4 months
oh,
old. She was born April Fool's Day.
okay. Randy,
She's an
you,
April Fool baby.
Randy, are you housebroken?
Oh, Randy,
No,
are
not
you
yet. Not yet. We're trying.
Randy? They're just as funny with comments as you are. So.
Cruz, good one, J. Mary. Jody said, is
Yeah,
that a breed?
she's a friendly dog. I mean, plays, and when she gets outside in that fenced in yard, she just runs and runs and runs and runs.
Mary J. Stone said, I bet she's well spoiled. Mary J. said, I
No,
bet.
no, Joanna, no, they're not.
Okay. They really are men ever really truly housebroken. That is hilarious.
Well, Wayne, you housebroken? So.
Yeah, me they're talking about. I don't know.
Oh.
That's a good one, too. Yeah, I don't think Wayne knows he is supposed to be reading the chat to you. Yeah, she asked me to. Because she's doing her sewing. So I'm the one that's chat.
He's reading it because I'm looking at this. But he needs to read just a little louder. And I tell you, Wayne, I'm just going to admit, sometimes your accent, it takes me 2 or 3 times to know what you're saying. Okay.
Any pie left? Ivy Smith says, any pie left?
Randy says, do you have any pie left?
Just a little bit, but I had 2 pieces
You better
today.
hurry, Randy. You better hurry.
Joining Jen and Jane. He.
Do that one again. That was funny. Oh. I'm laughing at Wayne when he said he.
Where Wayne are you from? Massachusetts.
Okay, that's the accent. Yep.
Yeah.
Not Boston's accent though.
Well, Francis, do you have a little hard time with his accent? Understanding it sometimes? Just
yeah.
And we're not making fun of you, Wayne. It's just different than our Southern accent.
I'm chasing for something sweet, and that pie would hit the spot. Mary J. Stone said.
Mm-hmm. It was good, and it was easy to make.
Yeah. Still waiting for mine to get here.
John's waiting for his to get here, he said.
Oh, okay. You better tell Francis to get up and go make one. So.
Oh.
Ramona.
I got to get the dream whip first.
Well, if you could probably stir in a little Cool Whip or something, and just anything to go in that cream cheese.
Yeah.
She doing that.
Ramona says, beautiful, Francis. One is doing me, right?
I guess that wasn't Johnny that drove up.
Takes me ever to get in the house or get in the car and leave.
Have you got company?
No, Johnny. He had went out to his brother's house tonight for a little while because he's leaving tomorrow afternoon to go back, but he has an appointment tomorrow that he's got to be at.
Kim, hi, Rita.
Hey, Kim.
She says, hello, Francis.
Hello, hello.
And let's see. Well, does
Where's
Dream
Sheila been lately?
Whip get old? I don't know. She ain't been up here with us in a long time.
I know.
So I don't know. I can't make them come up
I
here.
know. I know.
Yeah, I was up here. Well, I was here a long time. No, it was the night before last, wasn't it? And Randy was up here with me. I didn't even have no gals up here with me.
I saw that. Yeah, Randy was up there with you.
But we had a good time. I
Mary
enjoyed
said-
Randy, and Wayne's a hoot too. So
Mary says, problem is, Rita, I got no one to share that pie with, and I would have to eat.
oh, okay, eat all by
What's
yourself.
that?
Outside the garage.
Oh, okay. It's probably the stuff from the doctor.
Ginger, you used to be able to make a dessert for half
Look at
Well,
Nosy.
price. Now it costs you an arm and a leg.
Mhm.
I know it's raining on that.
Yeah, Joanne, I was wondering too. I don't know if Dream Whip would go bad or not. I think I'd
Let's
just
look.
go look
Look
at the
and see if
pack.
it's got an expiration date on it.
Well, yeah, but it would go past that too. So
Yeah, it can.
Hey, Rita, sometimes your chat goes too quick. So I don't get anybody. It's going so fast. So I'm better.
Where you guys get it?
and I see Marla's come in. Hey, Marla.
See? No, you don't like to be on TV, do you? I turned it because she was looking straight at it. She turned her head.
Marla, hi everyone. Wow. Marla, hi everyone.
Hey, Marla.
Hey, Marla.
Deborah says, hello, ladies and Randy.
Hey, Deborah.
Ramona said, I love all the accents in this channel.
I do too, Ramona. I do too. They from all over sometimes.
Yeah, it is moving too fast. Sometimes I can't catch it all here. Carol's in here. Carol Doyle, I haven't thought or heard about on about 45 years. Carol Doyle.
They can't see you.
I buy it and keep it on hand just for that little cheesecake pie that I make with it.
Charlotte, hello, ladies and gents. Charlotte.
Hello, Charlotte Baylor. How are you tonight?
Well, Rita, I'm going to get off of here because I need to run take the dog out because she's getting kind of antsy and restless.
Okay.
So if I get a chance, I'll come back on in a little bit.
Okay. We're
All right.
Gonna be a
Bye,
little
y'all. Bye, everybody.
Randy,
Yep.
come on up and take Francis's place. Or whoever else wants to. Joanna?
We'll be back, Francis. She left, so please hit the like button if you haven't. Ari Smith, Mary Webb, take care, Francis. Harold says bye. Joanne, Dream Whip is made from powder, milk, I don't know, so store everything as long as in the packet, unopened and stored in a dry place. I'm trying to read everything, but this is going so fast.
It's okay. Just do the best you can. I know what you're saying. So
Mary Webb, have you ever had two roosters on the panel? Two roosters on the panel.
I don't think so. Maybe one at a time, but not two at a time.
Don't leave your puppy go out alone because people like to steal French bulldogs. Someone says Ramona. I didn't know they stole those dogs. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
That
Ramona said, "Don't leave your puppy to go out alone because people like to steal French bulldogs." I didn't know that.
well,
Jeez. Oh gosh. Yeah, read several sources. Same thing. Dream whip lasts indefinitely if it is unopened and stored in a dry place. Joanne says that. Cool Whip. Ramona says famous people have had theirs stolen. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Still dogs. I didn't know.
It's sure a cute little dog.
It is. Want to see a picture of a cute little dog?
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
This is my friend's dog on YouTube. That is Bear. Ain't that adorable?
Oh, well, that's a cute puppy.
It is.
It's cute.
It's a service dog. Mary
Let's see.
Webb.
There's Rhonda, RV Quilt Quest. There's Randy. Looky there. There's Randy. Hey, Randy.
Hello. I'm trying to set my other phone up so I can read the chat. I dropped you, putting you up on the phone holder, and I dropped you on the floor again. I have a heck of a time with that phone holder.
You just want me to see what's down in the floor of that truck. So.
Yep.
How you doing, Randy?
Whoa, turn down. There.
I know you. I remember you. Randy, how you doing?
All right, yourself, Wayne?
Yeah.
Me and Wayne used to be together on another channel a long time ago.
Oh, really?
What channel was that? I don't remember.
Oh, I'm trying to think of her name. She'd do, of an evening. She did a 24-hour live once. God, I went blank.
Tasha Adventure?
Yeah. Yep, we used to be on hers all the time.
Now she has a heart problem now, I guess. They're getting checked for it. Something's going on.
Does she?
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
what's going on.
Want to share the chair.
But she's going to test. She's married now to Jonathan now.
Oh, is she? Yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time. Yeah, she used to do these late nights before Rita was doing them.
I know.
Be a place to hang out and just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jody. I think that's how you say it.
Well, I call her Joanna. You're Joe. Is that the one you're talking about, Joanna?
Yeah.
It's Joyti.
Oh, Joy.
Not Joanna.
Okay, Joy T.
Yeah.
Oh, up here.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know. I say Joy T, but there's a lot of them I don't say right.
Hi, Debbie. Deborah.
Kim, I'm at the Georgia-Florida line on I-75. I was on my way to Macon, and my load got canceled, but it didn't get canceled. It was a frozen load of chickens, not paying nothing. I told them to stick it. So I'm parked. It paid $1,200 on 900 miles going to Kansas City.
Wow.
And it's a frozen load of chickens. Last week we did it for $2.50 a mile out of here. And it's only paying $1.33. I go, ain't no way it doesn't pay for the fuel.
No.
Well,
So Joanna, what is in back of you? What's on those shelves in back of you? What's that?
fabric.
I'll make her big.
That's just a
Yeah.
little fabric.
Oh, okay.
She got more than I have in my little store.
That's
My-
cool.
One of my machines, and then over here I have a little. Well, let me see if I can get this turned. See, a little work table,
That's it.
and then my ironing table. But I do also. I put in a kitchen butcher block
Oh, okay.
that I do my cutting on.
That's cool.
I got it at Sam's. It's like a 5-foot butcher block
Yeah.
stainless steel, and it was like $400. And the guy let me have it for $75 because it was on clearance, and the box was all beat
Cool.
up. And
That's
I'm
a
like,
good deal.
yeah, I'll take that deal. J. Mary, that's a short hair dachshund. My other two dachshunds are long hair, and I have 2 bassets. And my nephew's dog is a border collie mix, but she's got dementia. I don't think she'll be with us too much longer. She's 14 and a half. But
Sorry to
this
hear.
this is my Velcro dog. Thank you. Doing a mess. But yeah, Mocha here had a deformed paw for a dachshund, and the breeder wasn't going to sell him, but she also wasn't going to treat him. She was just going to let his. So we rescued him, or he rescued us. Yeah, a weenie dog. They're my favorite.
My wife's friend raises weenie dog. Well, she stopped doing it now. She's like 78 years old, but she's
Wow.
raised them for years. But man, I don't like them. They're usually mean. They're one-person dog.
Well,
They're little ankle biters.
ours are very protective, but I'll tell you, long-hairs are more loving and loyal and calmer than short hairs.
I've never been around long hair. I've always been around the short hair ones.
I will take Moji, who is a Trimerle long hair, and Mocha out in the car because they love the ride, and Mocha will bark and protect the car like he's a Doberman, and Moji will just kind of sit back and be like, okay, whatever. I can take Moji in the store, and he doesn't have a problem. But yeah, there is a major difference with the coats. Now, Mocha is kind of a mix because Moji and Mocha are full-blooded brothers born to the same parents a year apart. And so Mocha kind of he's short hair, but he has a little bit of the long in him. But Moji is a full long hair. I've never had a wired hair. I've heard they're a little more uptight. But and they're rarer. You don't see as many.
She used to raise them and make a lot of money off of them. I mean, she was from Las Vegas, and they moved back to Missouri, and she had horses and everything. That's how my wife met her. My wife ended up, when they got where they couldn't move around, my wife took care of all of her horses. We got 17 horses from her.
Wow.
They just give them to us to take care of and get rid of them, find homes and stuff. And hi, Charlotte. And she kept the dogs on, but she stopped breeding them this year here. She had to have 2 knee surgeries and stuff, but she made a lot of money off them dogs.
Well, one of the bassets that we have, the lady originally wanted $1,500 for Hope, and then the person who put a deposit on backed out. So Hope was 4 months old, and I asked her. I said, my sister is a year out, grieving the loss of her dachshund, wants a basset. Would you take 10 dozen eggs and $300 for Hope? And she came back and said, yeah.
Did you say 10 dozen eggs?
I traded 10 dozen eggs and $300 for Hope. And when
I traded a goat for my little Heidi dog. So,
and the interesting thing was when we got there, her dad, who helped with the breeding, said that it was a God thing, and it turned out the woman a week before had been hit, T-boned, and that everybody said that she should have died from the impact of the accident. and she wasn't even really seriously injured. So when I messengered her again about the basset hound, she felt like that it was a God thing. So we traded 10 dozen eggs and $300 for the basset.
Rita, Charlotte's got a question.
I think Charlotte's been asking to see my quilt. Charlotte, are you wanting to see my quilt? I think she's wanting to see the back of my quilt.
Oh, you
Is that
should have named that dog Egg Yolk. Then you traded the
Yeah.
eggs for it.
Well, we've all our dachshunds have been named M because I started with Micro, who was a rescue, an abused rescue.
Sashing.
So,
You can see the sashing.
and the bassets are all H's. Don't ask me how we started that.
Hi, Gladys.
Can you
That's nice.
can you see?
Not backslashing.
Can you see my sashing, Charlotte? Not the
Oh.
back.
Yeah, I think she wanted to see the sashing, not the back. Oh my gosh, can I talk tonight?
The front part, not the back.
Yes, and not the back sash. Why is on the front?
Did I show you what you wanted to see?
I think it's beautiful, Miss Rita.
It is
It
too.
is very beautiful.
I like the chicken
That's a pretty quilt.
long arming. Yeah, J. Mary said that's a pretty one. Gladys says, hi, Randy.
Oh, the border. You want to see the border? There's the border. I put 2 borders, Charlotte.
Good job, Rita. I like it.
So we went Micro, Mini, Munchie, Moji, Mocha, and then we had Sebastian, who we call Bastion, and then we have Huckleberry Hound and Hope right now. Oh, and Maggie. Maggie was a dachshund. We lost Minnie and Maggie and Nana's dog that I kept the last year and a half of her life here, since 2019. It's hard, but that's what you do. Then you get dogs like this.
Rita, with you working on that quilt there, you have to turn the air conditioner up or down lower. You're all covered up.
It's in my lap. It's pretty warm.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll bet it is for watching you move around there.
But I kind of got it in my lap, so it props it up a little bit too.
Charlotte said, okay, I use that very fabric for backing on a quilt.
Backing on the quilt. I debated on putting that on the back, but then I decided to put it on the border and use this other for the back, Charlotte. But I thought about it as the back.
Cool.
Susan says, beautiful quilt, Rita.
It's that sampler quilt that we all started together at the first of the year with Lisa Awkward Quilter and Rowena and Mona.
And it's got chickens all over it.
It does. I quilted chickens on the back of it. I don't know if you can make them out or not, but they're there. They're upside down on this one, but the way I'm holding it. But it does. It got chickens on it. And Ramona has asked to buy it, so after I get it done, I'm going to send it to her. Oh, she's sorry about the caps. I thought you were trying to get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't y'all think she was trying to get my attention?
Mm-hmm.
I always ask on mine everybody to type in caps because it's easier for me to read going down the road. No, Rhonda, doesn't look like she's in the kitchen.
Well, my kitchen is right over there, across the room.
Well, we've had 3 to 6 inches of rain already. And it's it'll rain all day tomorrow with some wind, and then Friday it's supposed to taper down. We're gonna go from a drought to flooding.
Yeah, Jane,
Jane.
it does mean that you're yelling at it, but I do it going down the road because on my lives, I try to read all the comments and I'll have somebody read them to me, and it's easier for me to read. Like, I got glasses on now, but I do that just so I can read the chat, but I don't use them to drive really. But I do wear them when I'm driving and doing a live.
And I worry about you going down the road reading that chat. I really do.
So far, I ain't run over nobody. It ain't
You
on
have-
video anyway.
You better knock on wood.
Well, Jane, sometimes too people can't see well, so they do type in all caps because they that's the only way they can see to make a comment. So it's kind of hard. You kind of have to find out if they're doing it because they're half blind or if they
Yep.
actually are yelling, because I've seen some people be really rude to somebody and they're very upset because they're blind and they go, this is the only way I can comment. So it's kind of tricky in a text situation to know that kind of thing, or if it's just an accident, like Charlotte didn't mean to yell at Sweet
Charlotte
Rita.
didn't mean to yell at Sweet Rita. Charlotte, I actually thought you were yelling at me to get my attention to show you the quilt. but I didn't take offense to it. But
J. Mary said, Rita, if someone wants to have you do long arm, do we send the backing and the batting? I'm thinking she said the backing and the backing, so I'm thinking the batting and the backing, or do you provide it at a
all I would need would be the quilt and the backing. I'll provide the batting.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, Kim.
Thank you.
That's true, Jane, but sometimes I don't know, sometimes it's hard with texting, but see, I didn't grow up with it either, you know.
That's wrong. What's wrong with text messages or these chats in here? Because you really don't get the full feeling or meaning behind the words when it's just words like that. You know, if you're talking to somebody on the phone, or like us four can hear each other and talk, it's different. It's very hard to communicate with a typed message.
That's true.
That's right.
Oh, there's so much lost without the inflection, the facial expression, the inflection of your voice, and that type of thing.
Yep,
and
it is.
It's too bad that texting for a whole generation is almost taking over phone calls. You know, because there's even something you get through a phone call, even though you can't see a person's face.
Yep.
But
Rita, Jane Mary wants to know if you've ever done a round quilt.
I was going to answer when Joanna quit talking. I haven't, but what I would do is just have a square backing and put the round quilt on it and quilt it, and then trim it round. Whoever was putting the binding on it, so it would be doable. I gotta get my plugger up, or my battery saver said it'd come on.
One arm around quilt. One arm around quilt. That's your question too.
Well, I think she answered that by saying she would put it on a square backing, long arm it, and then trim the round out and bind the round. So
you could put it on me and then trim it out.
Yeah.
Because I'm round.
That's funny.
Yep, sure. I know she said that earlier, that you had called her. I didn't know you'd called her, and yeah, it's like on holidays, my kids want to send me a text message. Don't even bother. That's not very personal. But Rita did send it to the wrong address, Cheryl. But I know where you live, or about where you live, so I can stop by and pick it up.
Yeah, sure did. She called me this morning. About the time I was fixing to sing my song, phone rang. So
Well, you can sing your song now.
I already did another video on it, so I did.
Oh,
Well, I hope, Rita, you do some more of those old hymns. Reminds me of my daddy. It's been gone a long time. No, she didn't. Well, oh, I guess Cheryl's saying no, she didn't send it to the wrong. I don't know.
Not at the end of that pie video, but I did later.
Yeah, she made a
Or you
separate
could
video with the song.
you could do an encore now. We're all
No.
sitting waiting.
I'd rather sing when I don't think anybody's listening. So just to the camera. I won't even sing if Terry's in the house.
Well, Susan, maybe you can try Rita's suggestion and put it with a square edge around the round quilt, and then long arm it, and then just cut the round out.
No, Cheryl, you got to speak a little louder.
Do you hear me now?
No, we're talking about Cheryl's aggravating me.
Yeah, we're all yelling at each other in here tonight. So.
Well, Miss Rita, you remember that time Pat Boo kept saying she couldn't hear us, and so we kept speaking louder and louder, and it seemed like we were hollering at each other.
Yeah,
forth.
Yeah, I remember that.
J. Mary says, Rita, I got my hands on some rustic quilt blocks that are wonky, but I'm going to find a way to put them together. They're drying now. From the starch I put in them, heavy starch.
Okay.
And Deborah says, Rita, I let my pastor's wife listen to you tonight at church.
I don't know what to say.
I hope you didn't say nothing wrong.
Try and get my needle threaded.
Well, I think it's a heart thing, because it's you worship. I think that's probably why you feel more comfortable doing it and putting it up, because it still is an act of worship that you're sharing, so others can join in. And Charlotte, I agree, her songs are very much a blessing. And we don't have a lot
and
of
y'all can talk about something else, okay?
Okay, so
you're making Rita blush.
No, I know.
J. Mary says they have puckers all over them. They're hand-pieced and old.
I've got some like that up at the quilt house I need to work on. They said they wasn't in a hurry for them, so I'm not hurrying.
Thursday night's going to be karaoke on the hen show then.
I do not sing. I lost my ear when I went into the 9th grade, and I do not sing. I was a soprano, but somewhere between that summer, I lost my ear, so I do not sing. I played 5 instruments or 6, but I no longer sing in public. I save it for the shower or my nook with my dogs.
Your songs are such a blessing to me. Really, as she said, shout to your songs are such a blessing to me. She said.
I get a blessing from singing them. I really do. So.
Jane Martin says to J. Mary, just call it a puffy quilt.
Puffy quilt. But the thing about it is, on the long arm, is you can't make those puffies go where you want them to go. Just when the machine goes over them, then it kind of just puts them plates in it if it's too puffy. It's like that flag quilt the other day. That flag material just kept growing, getting bigger and bigger the more I worked with it.
Put it here.
Chelsea, I love the song, Rita.
Well, I appreciate y'all saying that, but
Miss,
I don't have to have no compliments. So
well,
The real question is, does Terry like you singing?
no, he don't. He don't.
I'll bet the chickens did.
You know, I used to, when I was walking chickens in them long barns, I would sing walking chickens. I
My
was.
grandmother, when she worked at a chicken deal like you guys had, she they're up in St. Joe. We'd come in and she'd just be singing away. She said they love it. It calms them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that years ago. We go out to the chicken barn and she'd be out there singing to her chickens. They following her around.
Mm-hmm.
well, music calmed the madness of King Saul. So, there is something special and unique about music. I mean, it crosses the blood-brain barrier, and you can hear a song and it can spark a memory or a smell. It makes a connection. It can take you back years. I mean, there's something special about the gift of music that God gave us. It's just a whole unique vehicle of communication, and it can be very, very powerful.
Precious Memories. You ever heard that hymn, Rita?
Yeah, I've heard that one. That's an old one. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Sarah from All Around Sarah comes on my lives once in a while singing, and she has her own channel. And I know of two people she saved their lives because they came in one night. They were wanting to do away with herself and heard her sing. And one of them has her channel. It's a lady. She actually was in the Marine Corps, and she helps a lot of people from their singing the gospel songs and different things. And people listen to it, and it brings their spirits up.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It ain't dog treats, you goofy thing. Let's see. Okay.
I think is it Joy T? Is that how you say it? Tell me if I'm saying that the right way. And welcome back. I'm bad with names. That's why I have an easy one.
Are we saying it right, Joy T?
Yeah.
Okay, these are breakaway lanyard pieces for anybody who's interested. I can't find them in 1 inch as easily as 3/4, but you put both ends on there and they just clasp on, and they have teeth, and then you put them together, but they come apart very easily, so that if you get someone hanging or you get caught, you don't get strangled. And so they're just two plastic pieces with teeth in them. And I get them from Country Brook Design. They make really nice dog hardware kits, and they make really nice key fobs. They're a little more expensive, but they're sturdier. But they don't have them in the colors like the other batch that I had. But I did find them. They were actually sitting on the desk, and then I lost them because I was going to show you them. So they're just simple. This is a pouch of 25, and I think it cost me, I don't know, $10 or something like that. So,
Jane, I think that's
yes.
being mean to him.
Stump him with the songs.
Stump
He
him with
probably
the
goes
ones he
and
doesn't know.
does these homework though during the week to catch up with you.
Yes, I've listened to Jim Reeves, Mahalia Jackson. Boy, she could sing some gospel songs, but we're going back a ways, quite a ways. Marilyn says,
Me
if
too,
I was to
Marlon.
try
Marilyn.
singing, Marilyn says, if I was to try singing, the chickens would quit laying and the cows would dry up. About right.
The cows would leave for me. The cows are coming home. They'd leave.
And run. Joy T wants to know what kind of machine do y'all use. Currently I use my Bernina 770 and my featherweight Singer. I do have a baby loft that I use for 3 years. It's a workhorse. Rita, you use the featherweight mainly, don't you?
Mainly, I sure do. Got one in each house, so that's one I would use.
I think she has a brother if she needs to do a zigzag or some special stitch.
Most of the time, Cheryl, but tomorrow I'm going to start driving. I'm going to get up at 6 in the morning and start driving north towards Macon. They say there's more loads up there, so I'm going to try to get closer to Macon in the morning.
So you're going to go to Macon
while they're coming to work.
Make bacon?
Yep.
Macon for bacon?
I was supposed to go to Macon and pick up chicken, but maybe I can get some bacon.
Making bacon. My middle nephew drives, and he'll go out for 1.5 years to 2 years, stash some money, and then he'll come back home for about a year, and then he'll go back out. I don't think he likes being alone. I've told him to get a dog and train it to be in his truck, because I don't think he wants people either.
Oh, if it goes right, I might be home Saturday night, and I will be up here on panel sewing. That's what my plans are. I'm hoping to be home.
And I've got a question, Randy. What type of machine do you sew with?
I think it's a Singer.
Since Joy T
I think
just
it's
asked that, so.
I think it's a Singer. I haven't used it in a long time.
And Wayne, do you have a needle and some thread?
No, I don't use
I know there was something you told me a year ago that you sewed and made. A sweatshirt or something, wasn't it?
Holy.
Now I am going to need help because I forgot how to fill the bobbin up.
Okay. Well, I'm sure somebody can advise you and talk you through that.
Shannon's supposed to be home. She starts her vacation tomorrow night, so she's supposed to be home. Maybe I can get her to set it up for me.
Okay. Well, J. Mary, it sounds like she has a POS. Singer confidence me and her at odds right now because she keeps skipping stitches. It sounds like something's going on with the tension, and if you can't, it might be internal. It might be time to get her checked if she's worth it. And maybe the bobbin needs cleaning. Maybe she needs a good cleaning, but sometimes what happens there is your internal tension gets off, and then I had a singer, and that's part of the reason why I stopped quilting was because it.
I'm going to say something to Randy. Randy, you need to order some fabric for my shop to practice on.
I got a bunch of old T-shirts I'm going to practice on. I actually, you know what? I got some shirts that I had made that I don't like with my logo on it that I was going to do a giveaway. I'll use them.
Okay. All right. Until you learn how, and then buy you some quilt material after you get better. So.
Do I get a discount?
Maybe. Maybe. He's clean. Oh, J. Mary's mad at her sewing machine.
Like I said, Yeah.
That's a lot
They
of
don't.
quilts.
They don't make the singers like they used to, unfortunately. The newer ones.
Good night, Charlotte.
Yeah, good night, Charlotte.
That's all.
Not Charlotte. Cheryl says I have a baby lock jazz too that I've worn out. I've done 20-25 quilts a year for the past 4 years. You've been busy, but it really shouldn't have worn out. I mean, those are supposed to be better built machines.
Mm.
I mean, a baby lock jazz too is not an inexpensive machine.
Cheryl's got a newer one. I'll just go over to her house. I'm not that far from her and use hers.
A Janome Horizon Memory Craft.
And if you need some help, Cheryl could help you.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Mary says, had I had the chance to try this machine before I bought it, I would not have bought it. I went by the reviews and they were 5 stars, but they don't do the kind of sewing I do. Cannot darn on this machine. Yeah. Well, Singer got sold 3 times in the last 20 years or so. So there's nothing really left of the original Singer company. If you can get something from, say, the 70s back, they're incredible machines. But now they just, and a lot of people use them and they don't have any problem with certain ones. And I got one, and it with my health issues and everything, it put me off, and I just stopped sewing for 10 years. And then because of the damdemic, I ended up with the Verve because there was nothing else available, and it was like, whoa. It was just so different. And then I got, I got by surprise my Bernina, which is just the most amazing machine I've ever used, apart from my featherweight. And I have a little crap serger that's so old that
I'm sitting around doing nothing. Tomorrow I'll look, Jane.
yeah, winding
But
a
my
bobbin usually is pretty
my
standard.
wife should be there to fill it up for me.
It's pretty incredible, Cheryl. I'm glad that I think both you and Rita got blessed out of that deal. Rita can get more fabric and
Well, I
toys, and
was just making that quilt for fun, and while I was still sewing on it, Cheryl says, I want it if you're going to sell it. And I probably wouldn't have even finished it. It'd probably been an unfinished project if she hadn't wanted it.
what's that? Oh, mushrooms.
Oh, missed a question here. Let me go back up. But my first was in the block swap, you are hemming. Am I saying that right? Rita, Charlotte's got a question. Go back up a ways.
But first was I in that block swap. You are hemming. Charlotte wanted to know if she was in the block swap. You guys did a couple years ago.
Yes,
I think that was.
But first was I in that block swap you are hemming. I think you was in this block swap. Well, then this wasn't a swap. We just all made blocks alike each week.
I think she's okay. So that's the Charlotte. That's the quilt. The quilt that she's working on is the blocks that we made kind of as a sew along, do from a hat. The block swap is
Block swap. Charlotte, I bet you there's a block from you around here, around me someplace.
I think that's still a work in progress where you guys
It is.
swapped blocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I still haven't got that put together yet. Yeah, using the swap. Let me see. Which one is yours? You remember
So-
what you sent me, Charlotte?
So the one that she's working on isn't the block swap. It's the one where we kind of did the sew along where they pulled an advanced and an easy block and you could kind of make whatever you wanted. He says, "Oh, okay. Good night. Good night, Charlotte.
Well,
Sleep well."
Well, Charlotte,
Pleasant
did you
dreams.
put your block swap quilt together? I started it the other day and then I got sidetracked on some other stuff.
So I have a whole big stack of fat quarters under my table here, and I was trying to figure out if that was clouds, and it's actually mushrooms.
And J Mary, I got that label put on that quilt, but I didn't get the shipping label done. But I'm going to do it first thing in the morning. Get it in the mail. I babysitted this afternoon. I was going to go back up there and put it on there, but then the kids were here for 2 hours, and I didn't get back up there.
Joy T, I was wondering the same thing, Cheryl. What happened to your long arm? Because she said she missed her long arm. Yeah.
I think she just had to downsize.
Yeah, that could be.
Cheryl, do you go down to Stover and get your batting? Is that where you go get yours? My brother, every once in a while, for my aunts, he runs down to Stover and gets a great big truckload of batting and brings back up to him.
Charlotte says yes, long time ago, but she hasn't quilted it. And J. Mary says no problem, Rita, it'll be fine. And Cheryl says life got in the way. About 8 years ago, I sold it. I had it for about 12 years. Yeah, life has a way of getting in the way sometimes, unfortunately. Sat on that lid. Sorry, Cheryl. I'm sure you do miss it because you had it for about 12 years.
Your leg, Victoria.
But she's here. Hey, Victoria.
I'm not getting anything done.
Hey, Victoria.
His back's not behaving itself.
Oh, you bought yours down at Stover, yeah. My brother goes down there all the time picking up material, different things for my aunts.
And what is Stover? Some kind of big fabric?
It's a town. No, it's a town.
Oh, town.
Yeah, Stover, Missouri.
I thought you said it was a nut style, and she actually said it's a new style.
Yeah, new.
Exactly, Victoria. Better late than never. Well, there's several places that have batting sales. Marshall's Dry is good. I get these ones from Bear Creek. There's another place in my email that does batting sales. Jim Mary says she downsized and got rid of my Belvedere Adler sewing machine, the best machine I ever had, but I bought this new POS Singer and wanted to upgrade. Big mistake. I'm sorry, J. Mary. Yeah.
I think Wayne's asleep.
No, I'm just
I don't know if anybody else has been, but I've been getting ads for different sewing machines. When I'm watching YouTube or flipping through, there's ones that are embroidery machines, and different type of machines. I don't know why I'm getting sewing machine ads.
Because they've heard you talk about sewing machines, so
Probably.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
It could be the videos you're watching. You're hanging out with Rita, and it goes up sewing, quilting.
So Rita's a bad influence on me then, huh?
I'm not gonna touch that. No.
Yep, they're listening.
I know
They
some
are.
people
They are.
wait.
They are listening.
I know some people wait for Black Friday for Amazon to get batting because they have such a good deal, and they just buy a big stock of it. Victoria says your phone is nosy.
It is, isn't it?
You know, I've thought that for a long time because, like, me and Shannon be talking about something, and the next thing I know, there's something about it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about winning the lottery for years, but I haven't got it. I'm never going to be retired.
Well, as long as you enjoy what you do.
I don't, but I can't afford it. I wasn't smart when I was younger. If I wanted something, I bought it.
Well, you know, God has a reason and a path, and there has to be something in there that He has for you, and maybe you'll be surprised, and sooner than you think He will open a door that'll be a little different. And He's promised to do that. I just didn't tell us the timing.
Randy has had medical issues, and Randy, you're still alive, so that's a blessing too. So.
Yeah. And I get to aggravate all you guys all the time.
Sure.
Well, I enjoy your company. I can see why Rita enjoyed your company when she started out.
Yeah, me and Rita's talk about we've been hanging around a long time together.
Yeah, but what, a year or two, hasn't it been?
Yeah.
I think it's been longer than that, Rita.
It's funny. I don't even remember how I got connected with some of you guys. I don't remember.
Take care, Daisy Mae. I hope you enjoy your time hanging out with your hubby.
Yeah. Bye, Daisy Mae.
I've got to get up and stretch here in a minute. I think Deborah was saying, Wayne, you're mighty quiet tonight.
I'm listening to you all talk. I'm not saying that. I'm just listening.
It's interesting just to listen to them, ain't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
I don't mind just listening and let other people talk either. I don't. I just let them talk.
Randy's really interesting to listen to as well. So.
Randy, I know about health issues and trying to work through them. I've been doing it since I was 14 months old, so and I'm still here for some odd reason. Joy T's trying to encourage J. Mary not to blow up her POS singer.
3-in-1 oil. That comes good in sewing machines. Something might be just needing lubricated a little bit.
Yeah, Joy T. It's my low lumbar. Kind of like the middle section is good. But I had that surgery, so I shift a lot. And I was surprised when I took the bandage off and it was 3 times longer than I thought it would be.
I seen a video tonight. I don't know where it's at. They said it was at Gallatin, but for back people, like I got back problems too. But it's like a scanner deal, like a laser deal. They run it over your back and it's supposed to help some of the pain. Anybody else seen that ad?
Yeah, I think I have. I use this TENS unit for years. This Flex MT I got. And then I upgraded. I don't know where it's hiding. I upgraded to one that also did electrotherapy by Zynex, and it really was a lot more effective. But you can't. It's kind of hard to keep it 24/7. So that's what they're supposed to do. Joy T, not this time. My physical therapist is probably clapping. Then he doesn't have to see me this time. He'll see me for my shoulder next fall or in the winter. But yeah, unfortunately, no PT this time. And they just have it.
So you were already potty trained, I take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sort of house trained, but I'm under.
We were talking about that earlier, and they put the PT there, so I had to ask.
Yeah, I see a physical torturer every once in a while, personal torturer. Yes, I have the saying that I'm either somebody's cup of tea or somebody's shot of Jack Daniels, and often both in the same day. You can't adjust the pressure foot pressure on that singer.
It doesn't have a button on the pedal itself.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, no, I think she's talking about where the foot.
I'm
Where
just
the
glad
feet are,
mine
you
slows
can't.
because if it didn't, I wouldn't be able to fix it.
I do have. Well, I have a YWCA. Actually, there's a family friend that has a pool, and he does his with salt water instead of chlorine. But I can't do that till it heals. And like I said, I was told 1 inch, and it's about 3 inches with 11 or 12 staples and eight in the lower. So, we'll get it healed and we'll go back in the water. I use a chair part-time at home, especially in the kitchen, because it raises up, so it's like I'm standing. It takes pressure off my sound leg, and you just keep going. You patch. In fact, I'm going Friday to see a oncology radiologist who is using low dose radiation for osteoarthritis, particularly in like your hands. And they've been doing it for many years in Europe with great success. And my ortho doc that kind of coordinates everything, he said I should check it out. So, and I talked. His name is Dr. McCool. And
Your hands don't look all that bad. Some people get the arthritis in their hands. They're twisted really bad.
Yeah, they're not bad right now, Randy, but they will get. I upped my biologics for my psoriatic arthritis, but for about 2 months they were like sausage fingers, and like I couldn't even button buttons because they were so swollen. And in the morning it took 15 to 30 minutes to get them, and just painful. But I switched my biologic, my rheumatologist switched my biologics shots instead of once a month to twice a month. and that
Ah.
has definitely made a difference. I don't have the sausage toes. Well, actually, I kind of do because I had surgery, but I don't have the sausage toes and the sausage hands I was having. But those biologics, if you have any inflammatory arthritis, if you find the right one, they're actually an amazing gift. It's truly an advancement.
I've been telling them castor oil is good for them, haven't I? Some of you guys remember
Ca-
me. Yeah.
Castor oils used to work on everything. I got to get a new doctor. I called to make a doctor's appointment when I parked here a while ago because I go to the doctor every 3 months, and I called and my doctor quit, and they said there's a doctor filling in, but it's a nurse practitioner, and she's only there on Thursdays and Fridays. I'm not usually home, so I called where Shannon's going to doctor, and I can't get into him until the 26th.
Well, if you're a new patient, it'll take longer because they have a longer slot in order to kind of greet and meet.
And there's
Right.
different schedule.
that won't even take new patients though sometimes.
Yeah, he wasn't taking any when Shannon went over there. He wasn't taking any, so I called and they said he would take me, because Shannon's been going there for about I don't know a year now, and yeah, my doctor quit and didn't even let me know.
Yeah, so is magnesium oil. I mean, castor oil, magnesium oil. There's several things that you can do holistically that help. I mean, I take a teaspoon of local honey about 30 minutes before I take my cat nap. I have insomnia because it gives my muscles a dedicated source to heal and to rebuild all night long. And most people don't know that, but it helps your muscles, especially if you've done a workout or you've strained it. Just a teaspoon, and you can put it in tea or whatever, but I just do it raw. Jane.
You see that one, Randy? Jane, the
Yeah,
doctor not
I see
noticed.
that. Yeah, I called and they didn't tell me why. They said they're no longer there. I've had that happen twice in the last 3 years now. The doctor quit. I guess wear him out.
Well, Randy, don't feel bad. My doctor, 19 years, tried to kill me twice in 2019, and then he was going to leave me on my Synthroid, and he says it's a tad too high for your thyroidism. And I was already moving to a new doctor, and I got in early, and he said, listen, before I go any far, your thyroid medicine is way too high. He put it down 4 times in the 6 months. My old doctor. Been seeing him in every month to 3 months for 19 years, and they didn't realize I was gone for almost 2 years, and they called me and said, according to our records, you've missed 2 of your Medicare physicals, and we're concerned about you. Are you coming in? And I'm like, and he started out good, but he got lazy at the end, and he nearly killed me twice, 3 times.
I had a Indian doctor when I first got sick. She was great when I first had my stroke, but I had insurance, and I had insurance. I had it, but it was a weird insurance. I could only spend so much money, and they wouldn't cover this and that. But I still had to pay the premiums, and I couldn't afford it because then I was off work. And as soon as I lost the insurance, she wouldn't even talk to me.
No.
And I really liked her. It was a woman.
Yeah. My ortho doc told me, he said to me in January, he says, you can only have TPI, trigger point injections now 4 times in a year. And I looked at him and I go, that's nuts. And he says, don't worry about it. He says, I'll do creative writing. so that shows me he's very good. He's very dedicated. But yeah, it sucks when a doctor is like, well, my sister needed a rheumatologist, and this rheumatologist, before she got on her Medicare in 2019, and this rheumatologist says, I'll do it pro bono for the clinic. And his clinic said, no, you won't. We will kick you out if you do pro bono for this or any other patient. So she had to wait until she got her Medicare. But it was the overhead clinic. But some of the best doctors are DOs, doctors of osteopathy. They're MDs, but they're a mix of East West. So they don't just look at your symptoms and go, oh, here's a pill. They look at what might be causing the symptoms, whether or not it's another physical problem, mental, emotional. But it's, yeah. DOs, after I found my first DO in 2018, they just have a whole, because they look at the whole body instead of a lot of doctors today look at your symptoms and go, try this pill, try this pill, try this pill, instead of going, okay, what's causing this? And can we do like more than just hand you a new prescription or medicine?
That's all mine have been trying to do is just give me different drugs.
My GP, my ortho doc.
I learned something new. I didn't know castor oil came from a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the castor plant. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It can kill. Yeah, it's true, J. Mary. The spies have used it over the years to commit assassinations. Yeah, Victoria. There's a whole website on doctors of DOs, doctors of ostomy, and they're trained the same way an MD is, but they're also they also add in kind of the Eastern thing of looking at more the whole body of, okay, why is this problem occurring? Can we repair the source and the cause, which would remove the symptoms instead of just treating the symptoms and getting you out the door in your 15 minutes. And I think 5 of my doctors are now DOs. And I didn't know anything about it until I got one who saved my life. And my first one was my GI doctor, and then my ortho pain doctor, and both of them were DOs, and they saved my life twice in 2018, late 2018. So,
Jody T, you're talking about a Chinese doctor. I have, she's passed away about a year ago, my aunt. She lives in Salina, Kansas, and she would read people's eyes and tell them what's wrong with them. And she actually went around and read these race horses, and she could read their eyes of the race horses, and they paid her big bucks to read their eyes, see what's wrong with the horse. But she could do it to people too and tell you what's wrong with it. I thought it was a quack, but I guess it's a true thing. But she did it for years. But she lived in Salina, Kansas, and she went all over the world. I mean, they'd fly her overseas to read a horse's eyes.
Wow. Huh.
Victoria's want to know if there's a website.
yeah, there is a website. Let me see what it's called. I have it in my notes. But it just tells you what DOs are.
All right, Rita, I'm going to take off now, so have a good night, all right?
You mean you're
All right,
awake?
Wayne.
I thought you might have been asleep still.
I was just listening. All right, everybody have a good night.
All right. We'll see you later. Good night.
Yeah, Joy T, she looked at my sister's eyes. She was having kidney problems, I guess, and she looked at her and diagnosed her. She'd been to a bunch of specialists. She went to her doctor then, and they did another test on her, and that's what it was. But I thought she was just a quack myself. I mean, I used to laugh at them, but she made big money about it, and she sold different herbs. She had a shop there selling different herbs there. but she would read the eyes of the horses, the race horses and stuff. But
Hmm.
Let's see if I can get this. Well, anyway, it's called Doctors of Osteopathic Medicine. It's findado.osteopathic.org, and it tells you all about what they do, mind, body, mind, spirit, whole. It's just a whole person approach to medicine. So it's run by the American Osteopathic Association. So
Did your aunt have any training, or was that just something she just knew?
I really don't know. I wasn't around her that much. I was always gone, and she lived over in Salina, and we never was over around her much. My sister was over and lived with her for a while, but I never was around her that much. So I don't know. I don't know how it worked.
That's
Her
interesting.
daughter's a nurse. Her daughter's a nurse there in Salina, but I don't think she picked it up. Jay Mary's wanting to know how far you are on your quilt.
I don't know. I'm not halfway yet. So I've got a lot more to go.
And they're wanting to know what your next project's going to be.
Well, Cheryl's sending me to quilt, so I've got to do some quilting. And I really am enjoying making these blocks back here. But I've got all kinds. And then that block swab, I don't know, just be whatever mood I'm in. So.
It ain't like you ain't got nothing to do, huh?
If I get bored with one, I'll just pick up another one and work on it. Yeah, Millie was down here this afternoon. I already told that. And I looked to see if you might be on someplace, Randy, so she could talk to you, but you wasn't.
Oh, I missed her.
She was kind of a mess.
I like talking to her. Especially when she's there eating her breakfast.
Mm-hmm. She's getting to be little sassy pants, but
Oh, is she?
yeah. Still laugh at her,
Romina
though.
says there's no rush. She's leaving for vacation. Or leaving next week for vacation, so there's no rush.
Then Ramona, I just need to put this back then.
Mona.
There's a name from the past. Mona's here.
Ramona. And Ramona, I'll tell you, Ramona, are you going to Italy? Ramona's going to Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Mona. I see Carlotta. How many? I don't know.
Shannon goes once in a while to our chiropractor, and she does that acupuncture stuff. She loves it.
Jay Mary says, Joy T, I have to admit something. I'm the bigger problem over my machine. I have too many first world problems. See.
Yeah, she is going to Italy. I can't say it, but she is going to Italy.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try that one either. I can say Italy, but I can't say that other one.
Yep, me neither.
Apulia?
I was going to go Apula, or no, it's like April almost.
Apulia. I don't know.
Jane Mary
Oh,
doesn't want the needles. I've got tattoos.
No
I
needles.
don't know if you can see everywhere. Oh, it's too dark. But that didn't bother me. But I just can't go through the acupuncture.
I don't know. I guess I've been doing it so long. Like when I got, when steroid shots stopped working for my hip, prolotherapy kept me for 2 years. The first round was 25 to 30 shots in my hip and SI area, and then it was about 20 every 3 months. But it kept me functional and sane. So I don't care for needles, but I guess you kind of get used to them. Ramona said correct. I'm not sure.
I think it's the one
And
Rita said. The last one Rita said that sounds familiar. When I've heard towns over in Italy, I think Rita said it the right way. Ramona likes acupuncture, and what's cupping? I've never heard of that one.
They put a suction cup over it that certain areas.
like a glass
Oh.
cup, and I don't know. I've seen, I don't know about cupping. My biologic medicine is a shot.
Is that where they
every
put like the
twice a
candles on them
month.
too? And
Yeah,
heat it up or something?
heat it up. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But I don't know nothing about it. I've just seen
Me
it.
neither. I've seen pictures.
I would like to know how the smallest dog takes up the whole seat.
A hot cup.
Hot cup.
Yeah, it's glass, and they put it, and it kind of like it's kind of like a puffy quilt. You have part of your body that kind of goes, and no, because I've just seen some horror stories where bruising and the color of your back.
Because they might put 6 or 8 or cups or more on them. Because I have, like you, Joanne, I've seen those bruise spots on them.
I've just seen backs that look mottled or bruised, and it's like, I have enough problems without adding to. But if it works for you, and that's the thing. If it works for you, then that's an amazing thing, and that's what you need to do. So if cupping works for you or acupuncture works for you, and you can wrap your mind around the tiny needles poked in your skin, then do it if you can find somebody who's legitimate. And that's the hard part, like I think Randy was noting, is finding somebody who's legitimate and really knows what they're doing. Mona's got 2 old dogs that they adopted, and they're double trouble.
Mona, do you want to adopt another one? I need a place to live once in a while.
All right, I'm gonna get up and stretch, Miss Rita. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my ear off so I don't scare anybody. While I'm gone, I'm gonna see.
Mona, get a wind up. Whoa, something went loud. Get a wind up alarm clock and put where they sleep at. One that makes a ticking noise.
That's a thought.
It works on dogs. We used to raise different dogs, and if you having some that are restless and they got to have a little noise, nothing real loud, but you take that alarm clock and wind it up, they hear that ticking there, and it soothes them.
Hot water bottle wrapped in a towel.
There you go. She only takes 4 legs, not 2.
No.
Okay.
Dang it. Left me out again.
Oh, they sleep good. It's when they're awake that they're busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good idea, though. The with the clock.
Yeah, yeah. Years ago, my mom and dad raised dogs, Pomeranians mainly, and some wise person they talked to showed them that, and so they would put that clock in their beds in different areas, and it would just relax them.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jody T. There's some you can get. There's some YouTube that's got music or sound or water running and stuff, and every once in a while I turn that on when I'm going to sleep. I gotta have some noise. I sleep with a fan year round. Even at home, in the wintertime, I'll have a fan running because I'm used to a truck running, and it helps me sleep.
And I'm just imagining you playing that, and all of a sudden, right in the middle of it, a commercial, one of them paid ads comes on. Surely not. But I was imagining that, and they come on loud, but I'm sure not. That's not the way it works. But used a radio. Used that or a radio.
Sometimes if I have my radio on anymore and go to sleep with it on, it wakes me up. I hear people talking, and I wake up.
Uh, the other morning, I've got a hen and a rooster and a hen that sleep on the front, that roost on the front porch out here. I know it's a mess, but in the middle of the night, Terry jumped up and said, "You hear that?" Something screeched or squawked, and I didn't hear nothing. But he said, "I bet something's caught those chickens on the porch." So he actually went and turned on the light and checked on them chickens, but they were still there, so nothing didn't catch them. So I don't know if he just had a wild dream or if he actually heard something.
Might have been something coming around close, though.
Yeah, might have been. It was probably 3 o'clock in the morning. It was really, really early.
I wouldn't want to do that, Mona. I'd want to strangle somebody going down the road or run them off the road. It'd make me have nightmares.
Oh. You sleep with murder shows on? I don't even like to watch murder shows late at night.
They were on here a little bit ago, Mona. She was going to try to come back.
But she didn't.
They were on here earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. Francis. We saw Francis and John both.
Yep. And the new dog.
And the new dog.
They got a new puppy.
I do listen to Bigfoot stories sometimes, though. Then I get scared at night if I go thinking about them.
If I listened or watch a show, like I watch YouTube movies sometimes when, like, you're not live or something like that, and then I'll go to dreaming about something in that movie anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, I asked Frances a question earlier when she's on, but she didn't see it. Trevor hasn't called me in a while. He used to call me about at least once a week. I was wondering how he was doing.
She, I don't even know. She hadn't mentioned him much here lately. Seems like everybody's just kind of changed up, but it's not the same people that come on or do things. So I've just hadn't kept up with everybody.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that he asked, I gave him my phone number, and I didn't figure he'd ever call. And first time he called, and I go, "Who is this?" "It's Trevor." "Oh," and he kept wanting me to come by so he could ride in my truck. Don't get used to that quilt, because somebody's going to steal it.
Because you heard Quilt. Oh, that's sweet.
Remember, you live in a one-room apartment or one-bedroom apartment. You don't have room for that.
Yeah, Ramona, I do too. Last summer it was what, Mona and Nancy, and it was a whole different crew, but things change.
And Nancy was on mine the other day. It surprised me.
Okay.
I hadn't seen her in a long time, and she come in on one of mine. It was a Sunday, and Sarah was singing. She came in about
Okay.
3 weeks ago, and I hadn't seen her in a while either.
Yeah, but last summer she spent a lot of time on our lives, but then she kind of just quit coming. And I have to do these lives because I pay that fee, so I have to.
Yeah, Jackie and Sheila. That's another couple names. Yeah.
Gotta, yeah, gotta get my money's worth, so I have to do these.
Yep.
But I enjoy them.
I do too. It's relaxing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have as many people come in as yours, but if I have 3 in there, that's enough for me. Just somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I don't, J. Mary. I don't have an outside dog right now. I need one. Just little Heidi's the inside dog. Used to have some big old Anatolian shepherds, but we've kind of, they passed away, and so now I don't even have an outside dog.
Hi, Marla.
Hey, Marla Hannah. Oh, and we had Yellow Shirt Dad. Yeah,
Yep, he used to come in
he
quite a
used
bit.
to come up every once in a while.
Or Sandra Kay either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sandra Kay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people just, I don't know, maybe because it's summertime, but it seems like the people that's on YouTube aren't the same ones.
No. And Sandra Kay can't.
She's at the house, Victoria.
But Sandra Kay's just kind of doing her own thing now too, but she always needed to. I thought. I mean, I wanted her to come, but she needed to work on her own channel. I thought. Yeah, and I'm at my own house. They're serious dogs. My son still has some of the Anatolians, and my grandkids have a big old Anatolian dog that I think that dog guards them. He's bigger than they are, the little runts, skinny boys. Marilyn, it has changed, and I don't know what I've done different, but they're laughing at me. But I'm laughing at myself. I only go up there in the daylight. I don't go up there after dark. It's too scary. Am I a scaredy cat? And when I do go up there during the day and work, I do a live just so y'all will be up there with me.
Yeah, you go up there and you do your lives so you have company while you're up there. You're not up there by yourself.
I do. That's the truth. And how's Sheila? I've not actually talked to her, but she's popped in a time or two the last couple of days and said hi, but she hadn't not come up on the panel, but just said hi and then would leave. Hard to be on YouTube in the summer.
Yeah, Mona, come on up. You can come up and take my place, Mona.
Are you getting tired, Randy?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, me too.
I was up till 2 o'clock this morning, I went out to the rest area and parked. There was no place to park where I was at. I went about 15 miles, and then I got back up at 6 o'clock. And for a minute, I laid back down for an hour. I just couldn't wake up. And then I got up about 7:30, got dressed and called in, talked to Shannon, and sat there and waited. Then they told me to come up here. Then I went live when I left there and come up. And so it's been a long couple days.
Joey T, be scared of the bears, snakes, alligators. I'm scared of snakes too. Snakes scare me.
I like snakes. I used to raise snakes, gopher snakes.
I don't like snakes.
When I was in the Air Force, I had 3 of them in the house.
Ugh. Snakes make me hurt myself running away from them.
Oh, the dogs are quiet right now.
Mona, how old are they? Your new pups?
No, they're older dogs.
They're seniors.
They're rescues, so they weren't little puppies.
Yeah.
That's right. Let sleeping dogs lie. That's right.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, you could wake them up so we can see them, and you could deal with them. It'd be okay. 5 and 7.
All right, come on.
And Carlotta says, no snakes. Sorry, Randy. Me either, Carlotta. No snakes.
Did you figure out I sat back down?
I can't run so fast now the snakes would catch me. You know, them snakes, when they're moving, they can move fast. They'd probably catch me too. Let's see, what was that? Rita, are you afraid Bigfoot will get you? He might have lots of money. I'm telling you, that picture down at the creek. Randy, did you see on my Facebook, did you see that picture down at the creek? I think there was a Bigfoot over in them bushes behind me and my grandson.
I thought you was just joking. I seen that, but I couldn't tell what you was looking at.
Well, there was something over there black in the bushes that I didn't see until I had was going to put the picture on Facebook, and I said, "What is that?" And then I zoomed in on it, and it was kind of spooky because I went back down there and took pictures, and whatever it was, I can't get it to look like that again.
It was a definitely shaped shadow in the bushes. Mona says I can't run at all. I would fall over.
And snakes, talking about snakes can jump. I can't run no more. I can imagine myself running, but I barely can walk fast.
Yes, Victoria, he is a chocolate short hair. That's why his name is Mocha. And he's my Velcro dog. But he likes to get behind me in my sewing chair, and I can't understand how my smallest dog can push me out of my chair. And I end up having to get up and move so he'll shift. And right now he's just...
I had a little old lap dog, and then he got old and died, and I said no more because I couldn't sit in my chair, couldn't sleep in the bed. He was in the way all the time, and I was sad when he died, but I said no more of this. So we got Heidi, but she's Terry's dog. She sits with him because I won't let her sit with me, and we don't let her sleep on the bed. She has to stay out of the bed.
Well, that's true, Mona. You have fallen enough this year. Yeah, they can be attention getters, but I couldn't do without my fur children.
Oh, tornado hit Greensboro.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A
we've
couple
had
hours
tornado.
ago? Oh no.
We've had tornado warnings all day. I wonder how bad it was.
Hmm.
So it's Greensboro. It's only an hour and a half from here. Goober, yeah, sleep next to me and snore. I have a king size bed, and I get 5 of them in there. And sometimes I wake up with myself hanging off the bed, and I'm like, listen, it's a king size bed and me.
There's no cows in that spot, Marilyn. There's no cows in there, so it wasn't a cow
You're going to have
Yeah,
to get you a trail camera and put it down there.
in there.
you are a mess. You are just a mess. My 3-legged dog.
Goodness. South Carolina, North Carolina, they're getting hit pretty hard, aren't they?
I think they're getting harder than what is down here in Florida and Georgia.
Yeah. Randy,
the
you're gonna have to
storm.
drive up.
Well,
You're drive
James,
up there and show us pictures.
When I came north of where I went live going south, there was just a few trees coming up 75 coming up here into Georgia. Just a handful of trees have all flowed down.
Yeah. Yeah, we were watching and there wasn't nothing to see really, not really.
No, not really. No, I'm expecting a whole lot, and there wasn't nothing to see.
No, I don't think so. It wasn't Terry. Wasn't supposed to be nobody down there. If they was out in the really snaky bushes along that creek.
and it was dark. It was kind of a real dark shadow shape.
It was
And
black, but it looked like the head and the arms, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, it was dark, Victoria. It wasn't dark outside, but it was dark in the trees.
There was like a dark shape in the trees, Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've just had a tremendous amount of rain, but when you get the tropical storm and you get the rain coming in, it's not uncommon for them to have tornado warnings or a pop-up tornado. Hopefully they're not too bad. It's pouring again. We've already had about 6 inches, so it was crazy here yesterday. Mona almost got blown over. Yeah. The worst one we've had in a long time was Florence in September of 2018. There was sections of I-40 coming into Wilmington that had dead fish on them, because they had flooded and covered, and then when the water receded, they had to get bulldozers and stuff out to clean up I-40 to get the fish off. But we're not supposed to have rain till tomorrow.
Ramona, there are black bears, but usually they're up in the little more north in the mountains. But they do come down where there's water more in the summertime. But I still don't think it looked like a bear. Yeah, Carlotta, we need some rain bad.
No, it didn't look so much like a bear to me. Yeah, we haven't thankfully lost power yet, but they've said it's possible. Yeah, Florence, we were stuck for 2 weeks because all the roads were flooded.
It wasn't in the tree. It was standing. There was a bank up there, and it was back in the woods up on the high side of the creek. Anyway, I don't know what it was, but it was something in the picture.
It's kind of interesting when you take a picture and you go back to look at it and you see something you didn't see.
Well, they always say a picture's worth 1,000 words. You keep looking at it and you see something else.
That's true. But I went back down there a few days later to see if I could see what made that shape, and I couldn't find anything. And I stood in the same spot and looked the same direction, but there wasn't nothing.
Well, he may have cousins down here, Denise. You never know.
Well, Rita, I'm going to get off here. I'm
Yeah,
going to go to bed. So
Me too. I was just reading a couple more comments, but I know I'm fixing to go too. Joanna, we're signing off.
No problem, Miss Rita.
Oh, Denise, there's a lot of sightings in the Ozarks, so they have been seen here. Yeah. All right. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Randy. Good night, Joanna.
Good night. Good night, y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.